Hey, it's the right Rican, and I'm just going to go straight to this story. Um, it's really messed up. This guy here got arrested and was made the face of the whole domestic terrorism nonsense when all he tried to do was tell a story of what happened to his daughter. Here's the story. On June 27th, Scott Smith was arrested at Loudoun County, Virginia school board meeting, a meeting that was ultimately deemed an unlawful assembly after many attendees vocally opposed a policy on transgender students. When police did not, what people did not know is that weeks prior, on May 28th, Smith says, a boy allegedly wearing a skirt entered the girls' bathroom at nearby Stonebridge High School, where he sexually assaulted Smith's ninth grade daughter. I have a niece in eighth grade, and I have a 4-year-old daughter. I'll be damned if I'm going to go to a school board meeting and hear that they're going to be okay with this policy. When does it happen often? No. But does it happen? Yes. In this case is a prime example of it. Now, you could say, oh, it doesn't happen enough that no, listen, it happens enough times that, you know what, the feelings of these transgender students are not as important as the safety of these girls. Okay. Because there's always going to be perverts that take advantage of good-hearted people and use that to their advantage. Okay. So if you're transgender and you pass, which I know people hate that term, but look, if you're a passing transgender, guess what? You could go into the men's bathroom. I mean, you could go into the women's bathroom and no one's going to care. Obviously, you're probably going to want to go into the stall to pee and not, because there's no urinals. Same thing if you're a female to male transitioner, you could go into a men's bathroom and use a stall and you'll be fine. But you have to be passing. You can't have a beard and wear a skirt and go, I'm transgendered, I'm going into the woman's bathroom. No. Use the men's bathroom. You still have your penis. Use the men's bathroom. That's it. And before people who say, oh no, this didn't happen, it goes here. Even though the juvenile records are sealed, Smith's attorney told the Daily Wire that a boy was charged with 2 counts of forcible sodomy, 1 count of anal sodomy, and 1 count of forcible fellatio, according to an incident that day at the school. Now, here's the whole thing. Where is it this article here? Here's an update on the story. The sheriff confirms the Daily Wire's reporting. The Loudoun County Sheriff confirmed elements of Daily Wire's blockbuster report, alleging that Loudoun County Public Schools covered up a sexual assault that happened in the bathroom of a local high school, acknowledging that the department investigated a sexual assault that took place on the day in question. Loudoun County Public Schools has also released a statement in referencing the report, noting that it has cooperated and is continuing to cooperate. The problem is the lady said that, here it goes. Here, this is Newsweek, so it's not Daily Wire. So there's the headline. Scott Ziegler, Loudoun County Superintendent, faces calls to resign over school assaults allegation. Several parents have demanded that Loudoun County School Board's superintendent resign over allegations that the school district covered up 2 sexual assaults alleged to have occurred on school grounds. So the school board meeting, it goes here, an interview with the Daily Wire, Scott Smith, a father who was arrested at the previous Loudoun County School Board meeting on June 22nd after a debate over a draft policy on transgender and non-binary students' rights escalated, alleging that his daughter was sexually assaulted. And here, I'm not going to read them because, of course, everybody's going to have it their way. But I want you to read what happened here at the school board meeting. Minutes before his arrest, this Loudoun County Public School superintendent lectured the public that concerns about the transgender policy were misplaced because the school system had no record of any assault occurring in any school bathroom. Then a woman wearing a rainbow shirt, heart shirt, a left-wing community activist, told Smith she did not believe his daughter. He says his rage reached a boil and he had a heated exchange of words with the woman. A police officer there to keep the peace in the meeting pulled on his arm. Smith yanked it away. Before he knew it, Smith says he was hit in the face, handcuffed, and dragged across the floor with his pants pulled down. Images of the incident were splashed on television and newspapers across the world. Now, if I was him, I'd sue, because this is nonsense. The fact that two people were arguing and you only go to yank on one person, that's that's why stuff like this, the police need to just stay neutral, let them argue. If it's not getting physical, they're not hitting each other, there's no need for the police to intervene. And it goes here, I'm going to butcher this name, Buddha Barrage, the county's progressive top elected prosecutor, who has close ties to the school board's most liberal members, appeared in court to personally prosecute Smith for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. Buddha ran on a platform of ending mass incarceration, but she wanted to put Smith in jail for the misdemeanors. The irony. This is, selective prosecution. As the prosecutor, Buddha would have known about the case involving Smith's daughter. The suspect juvenile court prosecutors assured Smith was being held responsible. He was on house arrest, confined to his mother's townhouse. According to Lancaster, conviction was expected on October 14th, likely in the form of a guilty plea to a lesser sexual charge. But yes, so it goes here. But on October 6th, according to Loudoun County Sheriff's Office, a 15-year-old was charged with sexual battery and abduction after police said he forced a girl into an empty classroom, held her against her will, and touched her inappropriately. Lancaster says the suspect is the same boy that allegedly attacked Smith's daughter. So he's a predator because he's done it more than once. So here's my whole thing. This is why this whole nonsense, the reason why I'm touching on this story is because I go to the school board meetings. I voice my opinion. I don't like this critical race theory nonsense. And, yes, they don't teach critical race theory. They apply it and then teach applied pedagogy. So that's why I go to these meetings, because I know there's white people that will be scared to say something. And me as a Latino, I don't give a shit. I will go there, and you want some of the biggest cheers are from other Latinos and Black families, because Latinos and Blacks, this doesn't empower us, not at all, not one bit. It weakens our position because you're teaching our kids to hate white people indiscriminately as a whole in the group. That's nonsense. Okay. This is why, I feel bad for people who think they're transgender. Okay. At the end of the day, they want to say it's not a mental illness. It's a mental illness. I'm sorry. I don't mean it to be mean. And gender dysphoria is a real disorder. I feel, my heart bleeds for them, but my heart doesn't bleed enough that I want to put my daughter, my nieces in danger. Okay. Like I said, and also I'm not for transitioning children. When you hit 18 and you want to transition, I'm as your parent, there's nothing I could do to stop you. But when you're, as a parent, your job is to protect your children, even if you're protecting them from themselves. Okay, and this, people talk about, transitioning. They always want to forget about the negative aspects, which is detransitioning, which is the people who, they think it's going to make them feel better, and it doesn't work, because it's not about being a woman. There's other issues that you got, that these people have, whether it's male to female, or female to male. There's some issues that's going on. It's just right now, it's just increasingly, it's more, I mean, there are male to female, but it's really more what's going on, the more female to male, um, that is really affecting, um, these girls that probably are just lesbians. Let's be real. They're probably lesbians, butch lesbians, and thinking that they're boys. They just don't want to accept the fact that maybe they're gay, and they just like to act like boys. That's it. But anyways, that's what I'm just going to leave you with. This is the story. Um, but in a light story, anyone who, I always make like sci-fi references. Um, huge Star Trek, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, Stargate SG-1, or the all the SG. Well, I shouldn't say all the SG series. I've only watched that in Atlantis. Most of all the Star Treks. I'm even up to date on Picard and Discovery. Um, so in a light story, more lighthearted story. Um, I'm gonna go here. I put it there at the end of my share screen because I wanted to share it. Um, William Shatner went to space. So right. So William Shatner, 90, is officially the oldest person to have ever traveled to space, even dropping the record set by Wally Funk 82 earlier this year on Blue Origin's first crewed flight. So I just want to just leave it there, because he's Star Trek is is a favorite of mine. I mean, but particular Deep Space Nine is my favorite. Um, Cisco to me is the hands down the best captain. I know people gonna commercial. Never mind. Okay, never mind. There's a commercial. Um, but yeah, so he's my favorite captain all time. I know, I'm gonna get heat probably from other Star Trek fans, but to me, uh, he always had that balance of, I'm calm and collective, but he could kick ass when he needed it. I mean, I remember there's when, I think it's in the first season, there's a episode when Q appears on Deep Space Nine, and he's messing around with Cisco, and he's there punching Cisco, and then all of a sudden Cisco punches him back, and he's like, Picard would have never punched me. And he's like, I'm not Picard. And that was, but anyways, it's not a Star Trek episode, I mean show, but I just wanted to point that, just that light story, because I always talk about serious topics. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm the Rican. Uh, you can follow me on YouTube and Rumble, and also interact with me on Facebook, Twitter, Gab, Telegram. Choose your choose whatever. With that being said, have a good one.